Good morning. This is Reverend Christine Emmerling. Also here are Reverend Mark Stufloten and Reverend Cherie Garrett. We welcome you to our Community of Infinite Spirit Sunday service. The Christ in me greets the Christ in you. Shall we say that together? The Christ in me greets the Christ in you. And so it is. And we will now have our opening song by Christy Snow titled I Am Opening from her album I Sing My Love. And I invite you to sing along if you like. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. We are opening, we are opening, our hearts are ready to receive. We are opening, we are opening, our hearts are ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. And let us move into prayer. Let's turn within to this holy divine presence that is within us and all around us, all God, all good, pure love. We acknowledge the air we breathe, knowing it is the holy breath of God, of love, that lives and moves through our whole being. Breathe it in. Now let us radiate forth this love, expanding as we connect together in a circle of love. And we extend our circle of love to include everyone and all life everywhere, both visible and invisible, all worlds, all universes, all dimensions. For we are truly one, one in spirit, one in love, one in God. And so it is. Amen. And I will now turn this over to Reverend Mark.
Good morning, and what a great morning it is. Today I have a reading from the Bible, Isaiah 63, that affirms what divine science has taught as a core teaching, the presence of God everywhere for so many years, since their foundation. Know therefore today, and take it to your heart, that the Lord thy God is in heaven above and on earth below. And so it is. Isaiah 63. Practicing the presence of God is a wonderful experience to increase your awareness. Think of God, imagine God as you believe God to be to begin. And each day take time to meditate on that image and to believe and then know the truth. God as God is. Now let's take a moment or two to go within, get comfortable in your chair, cushion, the floor, wherever you are, where you can feel the most relaxed. And go within and see that inner radiance of God's presence that is within you and also around you. God is the one power that enlivens all living beings and creatures and plants. All living things are enlivened, are animated by God. God is the one power in the universe and universes. Wherever there is, God is. God's power dwells in all living beings, in all living creatures, in all living things. I am a living being. I have the one power within me, around me, expressing all life, giving living things the breath of life, the allness of life, the newness of life, the one power acting as all. I am one in the one power, the one life. I am one in the one power, the one life. I am in the one power and the one life. Let us rest in this moment in this one power, in one life. Feel that power surrounding you, enlivening you. Now, as we begin to return, let us remember that we can always feel that presence, that power that never leaves us, never forsakes us, guides us, loves us. So it is. And now I return this to Reverend Dr. Christine for more music and her inspirational message.
Thank you. That was wonderful. So centering. We will now have a song by Tim Morrow titled The Zen of Living from his album Love in Action.
Shines and sparkles, those with eyes open get to see. It doesn't take a scholar to understand just an ounce of spiritual maturity. Beginning each day, expecting the best, knowing there's something wonderful in store today. I don't know what it is, but I'll get up and find out. That's the zen of living, the path I'll take. Kindness and compassion are my religion. Senseless acts of beauty are my ritual. Everything around me is a perfect expression of one perfect whole. Though you may have a task or two before you, it doesn't matter what it happens to be. A great work of art, it just sweeping the floor. Just commit to doing it beautifully. And take some time to breathe and relax, to be fully present in the time of day, and to find something special in every moment. That's the zen of living, the path I'll take. Kindness and compassion are my religion. Senseless acts of beauty are my ritual. Everything around me is a perfect expression of one perfect whole. So no matter how much we shout and we rant, there's a certain way that the world will behave. If you want to find peace, let us look within. That's the zen of living, the path I'll take. Are my religion. Senseless acts of beauty are my ritual. Everything around me is a perfect expression of one perfect whole. So no matter how much we shout and we rant, there's no certain way that the world will behave. If you want to find peace, let us look within. That's the zen of living, the path I'll take. The zen of living, the path I'll take.
Today we're going to take time to reflect and find our gifts from 2021. Towards the end of today's talk, we'll have a guided exercise to look back at 2021. You may want to have something to write with at hand. The month of January was named for the two-headed Roman god, Janus, who looked at both the past and the future. Janus was depicted with two faces, each facing in opposite directions. Janus presided over the beginning and ending of conflict, and hence war and peace. The Romans placed this double-faced god at their doorways and entrances. One of their names for doors was Janua. A door can be symbolic of leaving one place and going into another. It can also represent a change in consciousness. The god Janus reminds us that the present is the culmination of the past and the foretelling of the future. We can also use this time to release the old to create the new. As we bring together the knowledge and wisdom we gained from our past and our vision of future possibilities we fashion in the present moment. The result can be the fullest, richest, most creative life we are capable of living now and at every moment in time. As part of this process, a couple of Sundays ago was about releasing that which no longer serves us. Today, we will be reviewing the past year, looking at the gifts that it brought to us. It is through both the good times and challenging times that we build character, wisdom, and spiritual understanding. Although it is mostly through the challenging times that we develop in character, we become stronger and more compassionate. We also have the opportunity to put to practice all that we have learned through spiritual studies and our practices. Of course, it is our choice, our free will, in how we choose to respond to the challenges we face. We can choose to be fearful and let it hold us back. We can choose to be angry and use it to be hurtful to others and ourselves. Or we can choose to see it differently, take a new perspective, and use it for good. The following is a Bible story in Genesis, chapters 37 through 50. It tells of a young man who, through his challenges, made a better life for himself and others. I've referred to this story as making lemons into lemonade. His name was Joseph. Joseph was the son of Jacob. Jacob, who through his challenges had a change in consciousness, which the angel gave him the new name of Israel. Jacob had 12 sons, and Joseph was his 11th son. He was his favorite child, and Jacob showed this by making him a very special coat. The elder sons were jealous of their father's love for Joseph. Joseph had a special gift of receiving visions in his dreams. and he could interpret these dreams, these visions. A recurring vision had him in a position of power, with his brothers bowing down to him. Joseph shared these visions with his family. This angered his elder brothers, who were already jealous of him. This one day, Joseph's father sent him to check in on the brothers who had taken the flock to graze at a nearby town. As he approached, the brothers plotted to get rid of him and decided to sell him. The brothers then let the father believe his precious son, Joseph, was killed by an animal. Joseph found himself a slave to a rich Egyptian of the Pharaoh's court. Joseph, living as a slave, could have been a horrible life, but because of his cooperative attitude, his owner gave him a good life. Then one day, the owner's wife wanted Joseph as her lover. When he refused, she had him imprisoned. While in prison, the word spread of Joseph's ability to receive visions and interpret dreams. The Pharaoh, hearing about him, sought Joseph out to help him interpret a dream he had. The dream represented 7 good years of plenty, followed by 7 years of drought and hunger. He told the Pharaoh how to plan for the 7 years of plenty, to save the people of the land during the 7 years of drought. The Pharaoh was so pleased that he made Joseph ruler over the land. The time came when people had no food, and Joseph distributed the food that was stored away during the 7 years of plenty. Joseph's family living in Canaan were also affected by this drought. Jacob, the father, sent his 10 elder sons to Egypt to buy food. When they arrived, they bowed down to Joseph, not knowing he was their younger brother. Joseph recognized his brothers and gave them food while keeping his identity a secret. Joseph eventually let his brothers know who he was and requested they bring his father to him. Now they had to tell their father that his son didn't die and what they had done. At first they were so afraid that Joseph would punish them. But he explained to them that they were only a part in God's plan to save lives later on. Joseph moved all his family to Egypt, where they lived a very good life. Having been a slave, Joseph could have wallowed in his misery. Instead, he chose to find the good and learn from his experiences. He shared his gifts and made the best of his situation, in which Joseph was a blessing to all of Egypt and the surrounding lands, truly fulfilling his life purpose. Being able to move forward and begin anew requires understanding. to find the good and have gratitude for our experiences. For these experiences have brought us to where we are today. We can ask, how can I see this differently? What good can I make of this situation? Then we are ready to move forward. If not learned, we are bound to repeat the past until we learn from it and take a different approach. We will now reflect upon 2021 to find the good and build upon it. On the global scene, January of last year, 2021, we were still experiencing the effects of the pandemic with hope of a new vaccine. It was a race to produce, distribute, and get it to the people. Vaccination started for those most vulnerable and working in the medical field. For the world scene, the pandemic and climate change took center stage. For our country, the political division of 2020 continued on into 2021. We had the issue of legal votes and voting rights. People's rights were in the forefront, a continuing theme for this decade. Even being vaccinated and wearing a mask were a political issue, having much distrust and fear in loss of freedom. As more people were vaccinated and new infections declined, restaurants and churches started reopening for indoor services, and pleasure travel opened up. Sadly, many business and churches did not reopen. After much delay, schools reopened. Industry chose to let many of their employees continue to work from home. Life was at a new normal, with always a mask at hand, while new variants of the COVID-19 started spreading. Booster shots became available, giving people more freedom to gather together. And we saw families come together for the holidays and new hope for the new year. Now looking at our own ministry, we started 2021 as an online ministry, having our services by teleconference, our podcasts posted on our website, and linked to Facebook. As spring approached, it was time to move the church office and have the senior minister relocated. Much effort went into this. The ministers had training on Facebook. By summer, we added Instagram and started posting weekly inspirational writings and daily affirmations. By fall, we were also posting our services on YouTube. This took learning how to convert and edit our podcasts for YouTube. Having an online ministry gave us more time for the spiritual aspects of the ministry, instead of being so focused on fundraisers to cover expenses. We now have hundreds of people listening to each of our services and thousands responding to our affirmations and inspirational writings. This has become a worldwide ministry. We are ever so grateful to be reaching so many people. I personally am looking forward to expanding our online presence with more offerings. 2021 was a universal 5-year, and it lived up to its main attribute of change and desire for freedom. We brought in what we had learned from 2020 to continue the progress made. Everyone looking for new ways of living for enjoying life, while others felt their freedom of choice taken away by mandates. The one needs independence. The number one needs independence, while the number two is cooperation and peacemaking. And if not realized, it becomes about conflict and war making. This new year, 2022, is a 6th year with 3 twos. Its theme is relationships and responsibilities, with home and family as its central theme. The 3 twos are even more so about having cooperation and peacemaking. Every year brings its opportunities for growth. When we're in the flow, it's easier than when we resist the changes. We are now going to have a guided exercise to review how we personally experienced 2021. I invite you to get comfortable. You may want to stretch a little. And take in some good deep breaths. And still our thoughts. And open our heart and mind to the Christ within us. And now relax as we go back to the beginning of last month, December 2021. And ask yourself, how did you feel about the year that was coming to an end? Now, let us step back in time to the beginning of the year, January, February, March of 2021. What was going on in your life at that time? Your expectations, challenges, decisions, career, personal relationships. How did you handle these? What spiritual insights were there? And ask Spirit to reveal the deeper inner message. And now let us move to April, May, and June. Look at what these months brought. How did you handle things? And what spiritual insights are there? What is the deeper inner message? And now we'll move to July, August, September. What did summer bring? What was going on in your life? How did you handle things? And spiritual insights. We now move to October, November, and back to December. What was going on at that time? And now stand back as if looking down on your life for the whole year from beginning to end, as if viewing a chapter in your book of life. And let us now give thanks to Infinite Spirit for insights received. And now begin to answer the following questions. What were your major accomplishments or problems solved? 2, what have you learned most from 2021? 3, what are you most grateful for in 2021? 4, as a chapter in your book of life, what title would you give to 2021? 'And I thank you for your participation. And I will now turn this over to Reverend Cherie for the announcements and prayer healing circle.
Good morning, and thank you, Reverend Christine, for that insightful, meaningful talk. I'll be reflecting on this throughout the day. This coming Wednesday at 6 p.m., we have our Chakra Meditation by teleconference. You can call in at 518-418-1389. Join us again for next Sunday service at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at the same number, 518-418-1389. To learn more about us, go to our website at www.communityofinfinitespirit.org. We have our Sunday services and meditation podcasts, along with inspirational writings, all available on our website. Click on Healing Words. We provide spiritual counseling and prayer and have classes in divine science. Please call and connect with us through email or our phone number on our website. Check us out on our Facebook page, Community of Infinite Spirit. We have inspirational writings, daily affirmations, and access to our audio podcasts. Like and share our posts and page with your family and friends. You can follow us on Instagram, infinitespirit.ca, and visit our YouTube channel, Community of Infinite Spirit. We have links to these from our website. Your donations support our ministry in getting these teachings out into the world. Your donations are tax deductible. Just go to our website, communityofinfinitespirit.org, to our donation page, or to send by postal mail. You may find our address at the bottom of each page. We will now have a song and return for our closing prayer circle.
And this song is by Karen Drucker, titled I Send My Love, from her album, Songs of the Spirit. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love
send my power over the mountains. I send my power over the sea. I send my power into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send peace over the mountains. I send peace over the sea. I send peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my power over the mountains. I send my power over the sea. I send my power into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me, and it returns to me. It returns to me. It returns to me. It returns to me.
We will now move into our healing prayer circle. I invite you to imagine us in a circle together holding hands. Begin to feel the love, this radiating energy of love flowing hand to hand and heart to heart with each breath we take. A circle of love and light. We are encompassed in the omnipresence of God, love. God's healing power of love is flowing throughout this circle and is growing and expanding. It is moving forth around the world, connecting and unifying all those on the same frequency as one great power of love joined together in this worldwide healing prayer circle. Our love and light is now lifting the veil of illusion, allowing the truth to shine forth, revealing the harmony of weather, balance of all life, and the bountiful, endless life-giving resources and goodness of our beautiful Mother Earth. Peace prevails with me and around the world. Let's say this together. Peace prevails with me and around the world. Again. Peace prevails with me and around the world. Our love and light continues to dissolve the illusions of mankind, revealing health, wholeness, creativity, abundance, and life external. Abundant, joyous life prevails with me and throughout all the land. Together, abundant, joyous life prevails with me and throughout all the land. Again, abundant, joyous life prevails with me and throughout all the land. Our love and light continues to shine forth hearts and minds of all humanity, awakening and inspiring to a grander life for all. Love and light prevails with me and throughout our world and beyond. Together, love and light prevails with me and throughout our world and beyond. Again, love and light prevails with me and throughout our world and beyond. We give thanks for this truth, knowing that it is manifesting right here and now, praising God, infinite spirit, from whom all blessings flow. And so it is. Amen. This concludes our service. We thank you for sharing your love and light with us. You are a blessing to this world. Have a wonderful week, and may you be blessed in every good way.